G'day guys, welcome on a late night on Saturday night. Here's that weekly video that I've been promising for the week, and here it is. Today I'm just going to talk about modal voicings that I use, and some sidestepping ideas and how you can incorporate with your comping, just expand your knowledge. Pretty much with modal voicings, there are like these three classic things, as a guitarist that you use, and I'll go through them just to make sure you've got them down. And so I'm just going to use E Dorian for now, just to give you an example. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, E Dorian scale. So the most classic one, it's a classic piano voicing. This is a stacked fourths or quartal chords, if you will. Pretty much all it is just like fourth intervals. So starting on E, this is an example: E, A, D, G. So that's the classic kind of chordal voicing. Now if you move that up and down the scale, you get some really great kind of sounds, kind of stuff. The next idea, or those classic things, is sus2 chords. So exactly the same thing, but using a sus2 chord. Sus2 chord is very simple: G, A, D. Yep, and the same thing up and down the scale. Yeah. That's sus2, and the next kind of classic thing is actually using a sus4 chord. So it's a 1, 4, 5, or a fourth interval, then the second interval. So use starting on E, so the fourth interval, and then second interval. And once again, same thing with the sus2 and the chord chords, move them up and down. So you really get familiar with that, So. Stuff. So that's just the kind of classic stuff, that's what we call parallel voices, just moving up and down the actual fretboard. The next thing, what I like to do is actually kind of explore the actual kind of modes of tonality and just kind of go interweave and just try to create voicing. So what I mean by that is just like, I'll stick with the chord and then just kind of move and just kind of use my ear and just try to hear all this stuff. But remember always to land on those notes, So those tonalities of the, it's kind of really exploring, you can really come up with some amazing stuff, and it's all part of the key. Really exploring, just like another good thing is to stretch your fingers out, so forth, you get the idea. Just exploring and just trying to land on different kinds of chords and all that stuff. The last thing before I give you an example via the loop pedal, which I've got waiting right there, is sidestepping. Now sidestepping, very basics of it is pretty much, up and down a semitone, just to create tension within a chord progression or like a groove or something. For example, you have that chord, it's how you sidestep is simply this, sidestep, or you can go and simply go like that. Either way, you're creating tension. And if you want to, develop more on that, it's like landing back on a voicing, which is of that. So what we just learned, that chord. So if I do all these kind of tensions that lead up to that, it's landing back onto that. But it's just pretty much anything. You just go outside the actual harmony and coming back into it. It's just a tension and release kind of classic thing in music. So when you put all these ideas together, you can, come up with some really good, kind of comping ideas, and, just the way to approach comping. You're almost approaching it like a piano player, creating tension, It's like, don't get stuck in, all these kinds of, seventh chords. You can really explore the tonality. So I'm going to give you an example. And as I say always, guys, always keep practicing all this stuff I give you. And please let me know via my page, Kumar, Shome, and the Punkawallahs, if there's anything you want me to demonstrate and all that. So here we go, guys. So demonstrating all these ideas. As I always say to end my videos, catch a latte. Here we go.